I'm on another mission. I'm just young and I'm living. Yeah. I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze. What is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo. The feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes. I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze. What is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze. What is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Go! Okay, you better. Look. Go! Go! Look at you go! Okay, you better. Look. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Wentz. And incomplete to open things up.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score. Shut down, shut down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On second down, here's Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now here. Here come the Dolphins. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Ram.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Lose 5-7. Lose 5-7.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, other side, solid, solid.
Wentz. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Danny Nicholas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Force!
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready? Move, 45! Move, 45!
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. They're able to locate Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run here with the Lions. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Move, 45! Move, 45!
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return, it's Tate. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Sunday!
Now Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to McCoy. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey! Blue 45! Blue 45! Watch 23! Watch 23! Check! Force! Force! Out!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready! Ready! Ready!
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Tate. Fighting down past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, got three down.
Stand 5-7.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Play action. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Shoot! Great. Bring it to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's 5-2. Let's 5-2. Set. The 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start on the ground with Mirage. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Christian Covington in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Lion.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Great 57.
From the gun, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready! 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Charles Harris in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, empty.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. On second down, Fitzpatrick again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Fielded just inside the 20. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. This gives to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready!
To throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Wilson snags it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10.
Set! Move 45! Move 45!
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Still. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Get over there. Go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Shorty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Drag it.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. His end zone, Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. First down, Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second down, looking to throw, Fitzpatrick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Move 45. Move 45.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On the ball. Bring it to you.
On third down, here's McCoy. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tokyo.
The run, it's Clement. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Force! Ready!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Eagles, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.